At Middle Tennessee State University, we are devoted to student success. We offer the advantages of a major comprehensive university with the care and attention found at a small college. We are a community that believes in learning, growth, and service. We hold these values dear, and there's a simple phrase that conveys them.
I am true blue.
I am true blue.
I am true blue.
I am true blue.
As a member
of this diverse community,
I am a valuable contributor
to its progress and success.
I am engaged in the life of this community. I am a recipient
and a giver.
I am a listener
and a speaker.
I am honest in word and deed.
I am committed to reason, not violence.
I am a learner.
Now and forever.
I am Blue Raider.
I am a Blue Raider.
I'm a Blue Raider.
True blue.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. At this time, I would like to ask the audience to please remain standing and all gentlemen to remove their hats or mortarboards and join in the singing of our national anthem. Now let us pause for a moment of reflection. Thank you. Please be seated. Now it is my pleasure to introduce to you Dr. Sidney A. McPhee, the President of Middle Tennessee State University. Dr. Sidney A. McPhee, the 10th President of Middle Tennessee State University, has presided over one of the most remarkable periods of growth and progress in the institution's century of service. McPhee's presidency, which began in 2001, coincided with more than $400 million in improvements in either academic, athletic, and campus facilities, either proposed, under construction, or completed, including the 250,000 square foot, $147 million science building set to open in January of 2015. Since his arrival at MTSU, we have been successful in raising admission standards, resulting in an increase in enrollment of high-ability students. Dr. McPhee has overseen the addition of almost 30 undergraduate and graduate degree programs, 2 colleges, and 12 institutes and centers. Dr. McPhee has also worked to strengthen MTSU's international initiatives on the Murfreesboro campus and abroad. In recent years, the university has increased its international undergraduate and graduate student enrollment, expanded the study abroad and cultural opportunities, and developed research collaboration with international partners. A book of his photographic essays, China Through the Eyes of an American University President, published in July of 2012, was sponsored by the Hanban Confucius Institute and released internationally. President McPhee serves on the NCAA Division I Board of Directors as well as the Executive Committee, holds the title of Honorary Professor at Chinese Agricultural University in Beijing, one of the country's top universities, completed a second 3-year term as the Commission Member of the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools, is Senior Advisor to the Chief Executive of Hanban Confucius Institute headquarters in Beijing, and was named Omega Citizen of the Year by the Pi Gamma Gamma chapter of Omega Psi Phi fraternity. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my great honor to introduce to you President Sidney A. McPhee.
Good afternoon and welcome to the beautiful campus of Middle Tennessee State University. I am indeed honored to serve as the 10th president of this outstanding academic institution, and it's my pleasure to preside over MTSU's spring commencement ceremony as we conclude our 102nd academic year as an institution of higher learning. This is a day of celebration for all of us, but especially for our graduates. For on this day, we reflect upon your tremendous accomplishment. With today's ceremony, you now become a part of the distinguished history and tradition of this institution. As president of MTSU, I'm extremely proud of our faculty, staff, students, and alumni. We make up, ladies and gentlemen, more than just an academic community. We are a family. For more than a century, we have provided our students with unique and meaningful opportunities to unlock their intellectual potential so that they may realize the promise in their future. Additionally, with the help of our outstanding faculty, many of whom are leaders in their fields, our academic programs continue to grow and enjoy regional, national, and in some cases, international recognition. Your university has been recognized for excellence by a variety of national publications, including Forbes magazine, the Princeton Review, and U.S. News and World Report. And I'm also proud to report that your university remains the #1 choice of undergraduate in the state of Tennessee, making us the largest undergraduate university in the state. We have been able to maintain excellence in everything that we do, and at the same time, be good stewards of our limited resources. We're also the #1 choice of our state's transfer students, the #1 choice for our state veterans, and the #1 producer of graduates in Tennessee Board of Regents system. While we provide our graduates of Middle Tennessee, we provide significant support for this economy, more than any other university. And upon completing your degree, you will join approximately 70% of all of MTSU's graduates in its history that stay in our state, live and work and become a part of our economy. We don't export graduates. We train them, educate them to stay in Tennessee and be a part of the workforce. Now, I also want you to know that we are the most efficient producer of graduates among our state's universities, helping more students reach their educational goals for less tax dollars per pupil from the state. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we will be conferring with this afternoon's ceremony, along with this morning, a record number of graduates, 2,642 degrees during those two commencement ceremonies. It has always been my belief that the graduation ceremony is the single most important event at this university. So to those of you who are graduating, I encourage you to enjoy this time of excitement and bask in the glory that comes with you and comes with this day. And although you may feel that this long journey is now over, those of us here at MTSU see this time of commencement as being a comma rather than a period in your lives. This is just the beginning of even greater things to come. We recognize that your arrival to this great milestone required a significant amount of commitment and sacrifice, not only by you, our students, but also your parents, neighbors, friends, spouses, who have so diligently supported you over the years. So I encourage you to remain involved with your alma mater, MTSU. As you become more increasingly successful, and as you make your mark on the world, remember this day. We are extremely grateful and honored that you entrusted us with something so important as your education. And we are confident in your preparation to take on new and exciting challenges. And indeed, we look forward to seeing the far-reaching impact of what you have learned during your studies at our university. I hope you will always remain true blue. At this time, I would like to recognize the many family members, friends, spouses, neighbors, colleagues, associates that are here today to help celebrate this great achievement. Will all the family members, spouses, neighbors, relatives, would you stand and let our graduates recognize you for the support you have given over the years? Please stand and be recognized. Thank you. It is now my pleasure to introduce members of the official platform party. Please hold your applause until each group is recognized and introduced. First, our Provost and Vice President, Dr. Brad Bartell, University Provost, Mr. John Cothran, Senior Vice President, Mr. Joe Bales, Vice President for Development and University Relations, Mr. Bruce Petratrak, Vice President for Information Technology and Chief Information Officer, and Dr. Deborah Sells, Vice President for Student Affairs and Vice Provost for Enrollment and Academic Services. Let's give our Provost and Vice President a round of applause. Next, I would like to introduce the Vice Provost, Dr. John Amanchanu, Vice Provost for Academic Affairs, and Dr. Michael Allen, Vice Provost for Research and Dean of Graduate Studies, our Vice Provost. Now our academic deans. These individuals are the chief academic officers of the colleges and schools. First, Dr. Robert Fisher, Dean, College of Basic and Applied Sciences. Dr. Harold Whiteside, Dean, College of Behavioral and Health Sciences. Dr. James Burton, Dean, Jennings A. Jones College of Business. And let me add that Dean Burton will be retiring at the end of this academic year after spending over 14+ years as the Dean of the College of Business. Congratulations on your service. Dr. Lana Sievers, Dean, College of Education. Dr. Mark Burns, Dean, College of Liberal Arts. Dr. Roy Moore, Dean, College of Mass Communication. And Dean Moore will also be retiring after significant years of service to our college and a wonderful job. Let's give him a round of applause for his service. Dr. John Vile, Dean, University Honors College. Dr. Mike Boyle, Dean, University College. And Ms. Bonnie Allen, Dean, Walker Libraries. Let's give our academic deans a round of applause. Thank you. And on the podium guests, certainly last but not least, Mr. Pete Fisher, Vice President and General Manager of the Grand Ole Opry and a proud MTSU alum. Mr. Fisher is an afternoon speaker, and he will be formally introduced shortly. Pete, please stand and let's recognize you now. Thank you. Now I'd like to recognize the special guests seated in the President's seating area. We have State Representative Mike Sparks from the 49th District. Thank you so much for being here, you and your spouse. State Representative Don White from the 37th District. Mr. Colby Sherlock, MTSU Student Government Association President 2012-2013. Mr. James Lee, MTSU Student Government President, the incoming for 2013-14 year. Members of the President's Cabinet who are here, special guests of Dr. James Buchanan will be honored in a moment, but we have his sister, Ms. Liz Bradley, an alumnus and former teacher of Campus School, and her guest, Ms. Rita King. Would you stand? Let's recognize you. And Ms. Hope Fisher, wife of our afternoon speaker, Mr. Pete Fisher. Hope, stand and let us recognize you for being with us today. And last but certainly not least, the First Lady of MTSU, my wife for 32 years, and an incredible teacher, incredible support of this university, Ms. Liz McPhee, First Lady. Thank you all. And now it is my distinct honor to introduce those individuals who are the heart and the soul of this great university. Please join me in welcoming the faculty of this great academic institution, the MTSU faculty. Thank you. It is now my honor to introduce our afternoon speaker, someone that I can call a friend, a personal friend and confidant, an professionally accomplished individual, Mr. Pete Fisher. Pete Fisher was named General Manager of the Grand Ole Opry in June of 1999. He oversees all activities of the world's longest-running radio show. Mr. Fisher manages the day-to-day operation of the Grand Ole Opry House and produces its weekly Opry shows. He also serves as executive producer of Noteworthy at the Opry on GAC and the America's Opryland Weekend, a 2-hour syndicated radio program heard on over 200 stations via the Dial Global Radio Network. Mr. Fisher's entertainment industry experiences ranges from artist management to music publishing, with a special emphasis placed on service to a variety of music industry organizations. Before joining the Opry, he was partner in the Fisher Raines Entertainment, where he managed the careers of Warner Reprise Records and artists Paul Brandit, Sony Marcus Harmon, among others. He also spent 7 years at Warner Songs Incorporated as Director of Creative Services, and he managed the joint venture publishing operation between Warner Reprise Records and the Warner Chappell Music Incorporated. Mr. Fisher earned his bachelor's degree from our world-class recording industry management program at MTSU. He was recognized as a distinguished alumnus in 2004. His industry service includes the Board of Trustees of the National Academy of Recording Arts and Sciences, the Board of Directors for the Academy of Country Music and Music Cares, the Board of Professional Advisors for MTSU College of Mass Communication, the Board of Advisors for the Mike Curb College of Entertainment and Music Business at Belmont University, and he was the 2012 Chair of the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society's Light the Night Walk and a National Voice President for Muscular Dystrophy Association. Most recently, Mr. Fisher served as the chair of MTSU's University Committee that concluded a nationwide search that successfully resulted in the hire of our new Dean for the College of Mass Communication. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a Blue Raider warm welcome to our friend, our great supporter, an MTSU alum, a great professional, Mr. Pete Fisher.
Thank you very much, Dr. McPhee. I had the honor of speaking at Commencement about, 2008, and it is truly an honor to be back with you here today. I'd like to extend my congratulations to all the graduates on your truly huge accomplishment. I'd also like to welcome all the families and friends who are with us from out of town, and thank you for the important role that you've played in the achievement that we celebrate today. And I'll add for you visitors, no trip to Nashville is complete without a visit to the Grand Ole Opry. And I believe tickets are still available for tonight's show. By putting in that plug, I can now turn in the mileage expense from my home here to Murfreesboro. So thank you for indulging me in that. So as college graduates, you all should have read a book by now. If not, I'd like to congratulate you even more on today's accomplishment. You know, I don't know about you, but oftentimes when I start a new book, I'm tempted to flip immediately to the last page to find out how the story ends. I remember sitting in this very building in 1987, and graduates, if you were my age, you would think 1987 was not that long ago. I was wondering what my rest of my life story was going to be and how it was going to end. Honestly, I was nervous at that time, full of fear and uncertainty, and I'm sure we have a few of those feelings here today. Well, none of us have the benefit of flipping to the last page to find out how our story ends, nor can we even call ourselves the author of our own story. We find ourselves very dependent upon others to open doors and give us guidance. Our story also depends on several other factors like timing, perseverance, and luck. You know, so often the word luck is associated with things that are completely out of our control. There was a guy named Seneca who was a philosopher in the 1st century, and he was the first to define luck as where the crossroads of preparation and opportunity meet. I believe we should choose Seneca's definition of luck because it puts the keys to living a successful life back in our hands. We have control of how to prepare. I would call 16 years of education, and for some of us, a few more, I'd call that preparation. To some extent, we even have control of the opportunities because we can choose when, where, and how often we put ourselves out there, so to speak, to intersect with those opportunities. So maybe we do have some authorship of our lives. My personal belief is that there's a God who created us and leads us along a path to where we're destined to be. However, since we're able to make our own choices along the way, let's call ourselves the co-authors of our story. I'd like to share with you some lessons I've learned and what I believe are some of the keys to achieving a happy and fulfilling life. I'll do that by sharing some of my experiences, both personal and professionally. The late Steve Jobs, co-founder and chairman of Apple, said it best when speaking about our lives. You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backward. In other words, we look ahead with a lot of questions, but we look back, we see the answers. Such was the case with me in July of 1985 when I was at a crossroads following a couple years of studying music and mass communication at Towson University in Maryland, where I grew up. Although I found many of the courses interesting and aligned with my interests, I wasn't on a clearly defined path to pursue what I always wanted to do, and that was work in the music industry. In early July of '85, I looked forward with loads of questions and honestly had no idea on how the dots would connect. Then, while flipping through a recording studio magazine, I discovered a school which had a program called Recording Industry Management. It was at Middle Tennessee State University in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. I'd never thought much about Tennessee and certainly never heard of Murfreesboro. I also found it quite interesting that they would take what I perceived to be a very remote and rural state such as Tennessee and actually go to the further trouble of designating a portion of it as the middle. Although I had always pictured myself moving to Los Angeles, there was this recording industry program in Middle Tennessee, and with the support and understanding of my parents, that's where I was headed. Just a few weeks later, sight unseen, I flew into Nashville carrying 2 suitcases, hopped a Trailways bus to Murfreesboro. Just kidding, I learned how it was pronounced by then. I grabbed a cab and was dropped off at my dorm. As had been the case with the most important decisions of my life, what I was meant to do revealed itself in a very brief moment of clarity. Call it listening to your gut. But in essence, I trusted my intuition and I pursued my passion. Looking back, I see how the dots connected. That little moment of clarity led me to a number of major life events. I met my incredible wife, Hope. I earned a college degree in recording industry management. An internship turned into a full-time job at Warner Brothers Records. Hope and I have raised 2 outstanding young men, Chris, age 18, and Sean, 24. And I've enjoyed a challenging and rewarding 25-year career in the entertainment business. Lesson learned, follow your heart and be true to yourself. Over those 25 years, I've learned so many lessons from so many different people. I was fortunate to have several business people in my life that helped guide me along the way. Some of these mentors were extraordinary examples of how to live life and work in the industry. And quite honestly, others were examples of how not to. We can learn a lot from those who do it the right way and from those who don't. I've made it a priority to mentor students and younger folks in the industry, and I am always the one who benefits the most. The person who first gave me a job in the music industry, Jim Ed Norman, former president at Warner Brothers Records, gave me a great piece of advice by encouraging me to serve my career by serving the industry and the community through volunteerism. I have never forgotten his words, and in fact, service on industry boards and committees, as well as other charitable organizations, has become a central focus of how I spend my time beyond what I get paid to do. Not only has this industry and community service introduced me to countless industry and community professionals, but it's also broadened my universe, exposing me to many more learning experiences, which I then bring back to my job. There are a variety of lessons learned when you serve others. First, it takes the focus off you. The best remedy for curing the blues or low self-esteem is to help other people. And why not term this selfish giving? Because we are always the ones who reap the benefits. Volunteerism is a great way to put ourselves out there to intersect with opportunities. It's worth mentioning that I was volunteering at a Nashville chapter board meeting for the Recording Academy when I was recruited for my current job at the Grand Ole Opry. My then and current boss was serving on the same board. Remember that definition of luck? The crossroads of preparation and opportunity. For the past 14 years, I've been so fortunate to serve as general manager of the Grand Ole Opry, the world's longest-running live radio show and the coolest gig in Nashville, if not all of entertainment. I feel that way because the Opry is loaded with extraordinary people, both on stage and behind the scenes. I've had the incredible fortune to meet folks from all walks of life, from everyday common folks who share me stories about how the Opry has played a role in their lives, to 3 U.S. presidents, other world leaders, Hollywood celebrities, from people like Kevin Costner and Steve Martin, to the Munchkins of The Wizard of Oz, to even Lassie. And for you college kids, The Wizard of Oz was a very famous movie, and Lassie was a successful television series. My job at the Opry is a perfect match of my passions of music, community, diversity, and excellence. I attribute my success at the Opry first to an amazing team of talented and dedicated people. Just as there's no single star on an Opry show, there's no single star behind the scenes. Second, I get to do a lot of what I'm good at, and I do a little of what I'm not good at. Discovering my passions has been a process. It's probably taken me about a dozen years of working in the industry before my true passions became clear to me. As I was preparing to speak with you today, it became clear to me that many of the values which lead to success and happiness for all of us really can be found in country music and at the Grand Ole Opry. A little over a week ago, the Grand Ole Opry hosted a funeral service for Country Music Hall of Famer and Opry star George Jones. Many would regard George Jones as the greatest country singer who ever lived, and I certainly would. I was honored to deliver his eulogy that day along with former Arkansas Governor Mike Huckabee. I share that George Jones's life and music truly define what country music is. These same values translate to success in life. Be honest. In other words, be true. Be authentic, which means be true to yourself. Have integrity. Adhere to a code of moral and artistic values. In other words, do what is right, do what you say you're going to do, and do it to the absolute best of your ability. Unlike so many of us who make missteps in life with the benefit of anonymity, George Jones made his in the public eye. But after many years, George overcame those struggles. I think we all learned to expect the man even more for showing us exactly who he had been and who he had become. I'd like to add one more quality that country music artists are known for, which I believe applies in life. Be accessible. In other words, be inclined to say yes to opportunities which come your way. Give of yourself to organizations and others, and be prepared to receive far more than you give. Please don't be held back by what you think your capacity is to give of yourself and of your time. Your actual capacity to give is far greater than what you believe it is to be. This was truly a breakthrough point for me in my career and changed my life as a whole. If I were to add one more value, it would be to persevere. One thing is for certain, you're going to encounter challenges in your life, and the way you respond to those challenges will be the difference between success and failure. Just over 3 years ago, as many of you know, this city was hit with a flood of historic proportions, and the Grand Ole Opry was not immune. Our city's response to that flood made all the difference. Now, Nashville and its surrounding areas are stronger than ever. We have more tourists coming to our city than we've seen in almost 2 decades. We are a top 5 city when it comes to job opportunities. And a hit television series brings this city's story to America every week. In fact, just yesterday we found out that the show was renewed for a second season. I often like to say that we're all just blocks of granite, hard-headed and all. And the hard knocks of life are like a chisel to that granite, shaping us to become the people we are destined to be. Those who learn to take the hard knocks of adversity from that chisel are the ones who get to benefit of the masterpiece on the other side. So as you press on from here, I, along with many of you, are grateful for the opportunities we have had here at Middle Tennessee State University. We are grateful for all those who have helped us along the way. I encourage you to always keep that attitude of gratitude, because it's the secret to true happiness. None of us are promised a great job, a normal family, or even tomorrow. For every day we are given, let's face it head on, prepared, with passion, giving of ourselves honestly, authentically, and with integrity. Let's be accessible to others with your limitless capacity, persevere when the going gets rough, and above all, be thankful every step of the way. Once again, congratulations on your achievement today, and thank you very much for the honor of being here with you.
Thank you, Pete, for sharing those inspiring words. Let's give him another round of applause. Thank you so much for what you mean to our university and to our state. Would like to just briefly recognize 2 other individuals in our special seating area. We have the commissioner from the Rutherford County Commission, Commissioner Sharino. Sharanto, would you please stand? Let's recognize you for your support of our university. And we also have the women's basketball coach for the Lady Raiders, Coach Rick Insel, here with us today. Thank you. Now at this time, I'd like to call on and recognize a special group of students, undergraduate degree candidates, whose outstanding academic performance has earned them special distinction during their career at MTSU. First, will the students graduating with the designation of cum laude please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Next, will the students graduating with the designation of magna cum laude please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Will the students graduating with the university's highest academic honor, the designation of summa cum laude, please stand and be recognized? Thank you, and congratulations. Now, with our students graduating from the world-class University Honors College, please stand and remain standing. University Honors College graduates, please remain standing. Ladies and gentlemen, these students are wearing a bronze medallion depicting the seal of the Honors College as a symbol of their having completed all Honors College requirements, including a thesis that will become part of the permanent library collection at Middle Tennessee State University. Let's congratulate them. Thank you. Please be seated. Next, with the students graduating from our experiential EXL Scholars Program, will you stand and please remain standing? Ladies and gentlemen, these students are wearing a special blue and silver white cords in honor of their achievement in engaging in service learning, giving back to our community. Let's give them a round of applause for their achievements. Thank you. Will the students who are wearing red, white, and blue cords please stand? These are our veterans who have returned from service and have graduated from our university. Let's give them a round of applause. We want to thank you for your sacrifices, home and abroad, for keeping our country and the world safe. Thank you so much again for your service to our nation. Finally, I would like to recognize a tradition supported by our senior class, the MTSU Senior Gift Challenge. Students are participating in the Senior Gift Challenge. Would you stand so we could recognize you and remain standing? These are students, remain standing. These are students. They're wearing a specially designed blue and white lapel pin on their robes in recognition of their personal financial gift to the university that will be used to help our graduate students next year. They are beginning the early lesson of investing in our university. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you so much for your support. Ladies and gentlemen, now we come to a special part of today's commencement ceremony program that is particularly unique and historic. The Tennessee Board of Regents has authorized the awarding of 2 honorary degrees upon my recommendation and that of our faculty. The first honorary degree ever, these are the first to be awarded in the 102nd year of this university. Over 100 plus years, these are the first honorary doctorate of letters to be awarded in the history of our university. The awarding of the honorary doctorate allows our institution to recognize persons whose career reflects sustained exceptional achievement in some field of scholarship, public service, or other fields of endeavor. It also allows us to advance the educational mission and goals and our academic programs at the university, and it allows us to help show and inspire others in the community how to emulate such standards of excellence, integrity, and commitment to enhance the public good. I would now ask Dr. Brad Bartell, our provost, to come to the podium to introduce the recipient of our second honorary degree awarded today.
President McPhee, a faculty committee was established and the 2013 candidates for the Honorary Doctorate of Letters degree have been recommended and approved. This afternoon's recipient of the Honorary Doctorate of Letters degree is the late Dr. James M. Buchanan.
By the authority delegated to me by the Tennessee Board of Regents, I confer posthumously upon Dr. James Buchanan to be accepted by his sister, Miss Liz Bradley, a graduate of this university, the Honorary Doctorate of Letters with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining to that degree.
James McGill Buchanan, Jr. graduated from Middle Tennessee State Teachers College in 1940. He was the grandson of John P. Buchanan, governor of Tennessee from 1891 to 1893. Born in Rutherford County, James Buchanan lived at home and did farm work while majoring in mathematics, English literature, and social science. He received a master's degree in economics from the University of Tennessee in 1941, and shortly afterward joined the Navy, where he was a staff officer in service to Admiral Chester W. Nimitz, commander of the Pacific Fleet. Dr. Buchanan received his PhD from the University of Chicago in 1948 and then began a prolific writing and academic career. He taught at the University of Virginia, UCLA, Florida State University, the University of Tennessee, and Virginia Polytechnic Institute, where he founded the Center for the Study of Public Choice, which he later moved to George Mason University. The author of a memoir and many scholarly works, Dr. Buchanan's best-known book with Gordon Tullock is The Calculus of Consent, Logical Foundations of Constitutional Democracy. Dr. Buchanan was awarded the Nobel Memorial Prize in Economic Sciences in 1986 for his work on the public choice theory of economics. Dr. Buchanan supported his alma mater throughout his life. He contributed greatly to the University Honors College and the Buchanan Fellowship, which accepts only 20 students per year and is the highest award offered by the university, is named for him. Dr. Buchanan died January 9th, 2013 in Blacksburg, Virginia. His New York Times obituary credited him with influencing a, quote, generation of conservative thinking about deficits, taxes, and the size of government, unquote. Today, Dr. Buchanan will be awarded the honorary doctoral degree posthumously. Accepting Dr. Buchanan's degree on behalf of his family is Ms. Liz Bradley, Dr. Buchanan's sister, an MTSU alumnus and former principal of the Homer Pittards Campus School. Thank you for being here, Ms. Bradley. Earlier today, at our morning commencement ceremony, an honorary degree was presented to the Honorable Bart Gordon, former United States Congressman and MTSU alumnus. Now, for the presentation of the candidates and the conferring of the degrees. Ladies and gentlemen, as we join in your celebration on this most important day, we ask that you remember the dignity as well as the joy of the moment and be respectful as the names of the graduates are called. Will the candidates for undergraduate degrees please stand? Dr. McPhee, on behalf of the faculty, the deans and I present a total of 2,115 candidates for the bachelor's degree. These candidates have fulfilled all the requirements set forth by the university, and we recommend that each be awarded the degree earned.
By the authority delegated to me by the Tennessee Board of Regents, I hereby confer upon you the bachelor's degree with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining to your degree.
Will you come forward now to receive your diploma as your name is called?
The following students will be receiving degrees from the College of Behavioral and Health Sciences. Robert Morgan Abrigo. Rachel Renee Adams. Sarah Beth Adkins. Ciara Vinay Allen. Brittany Nicole Allison. Emily Megan Allman. Marissa Elizabeth Armbruster. Rosina Aminabedi. Jaina J. Anand. Jessica Danielle Anderson. Ativia Kiera Anderson. Jacob Dalton Anderson. Kimberly Armstrong. Lillian Melissa Backus. Ryan Lee Baggett. Dea Bakiyema. Christy May Baleka. Mia Isley Barker. Rachel Lee Bartlett. Cynthia Michelle Bass Thomas. Kemma Maria Beach. Catherine Dawn Beasley. Hoyt B. Bell. Kelvin Dwayne Bennett Jr. Joshua Samuel Benson. Rebecca Elaine Benson. Jonathan Beverly. Tabitha Nicole Bills. Holly Danae Bishop. Cynthia Marie Bisner. Morgan Paige Bivens. Alicia Denise Blair. Kiasha Nicole Blair. Joshua Chijoki Bland. Kayla Marie Bowles. Anita Michelle Booker. Jasmine Danita Bozeman. Bethany Suzanne Bowen. Andrea Denise Boyer. Lynn Ray Brazil. Lauren Nicole Brassfield. Jenna Leanne Brewer. Gabrielle Alexandra Venice Brown. Kevin Mitchell Brown. Matthew Brown. Michael Todd Brown. Tabitha Lee Brown. Jaleesa Janae Brumfield. Kaylee Nicole Buening. Kristen Denise Burgett. John Wesley Burton. Gabrielle Lynn Bussell. Colette Renee Butler. Jonathan C. Caldwell. Rachel Corinne Cardell. Christopher Michael Carter. Brittany Jillian Carey. Sandra Elizabeth Caves. Joe Mark Allen Chambers. Kristen Michelle Chapman. Courtney Arlesia Clardy. Brianna Maureen Clark. Leslie Wayne Clear. Laura Catherine Clinton. Marissa Nakoshi Clotty. Jamie Elise Koffelt. Lauren Michelle Colbert. Mary Catherine Coleman. Casey Elizabeth Collins. Lemuel Kyle Connell. Lindsay Gray Cook. Robert Joseph Cooper. Kelly Michelle Covington. Ashley Brooke Cranston. Katie Lynn Creighton. Shandy Crow. Robert Thomas Crowell. Chantilly L. Crutcher. Erica Faye Willis Cummings. Andrew L. Daniel. Beth Ann Daniel. Sabree A. Danner. Jordan Kane Davis. Alexis Christine DeBartoleben, excuse me. Mary Elizabeth Dickens. Tyler C. Dieptran. Catherine Elizabeth Dietz. Crystal Michelle Dodson. Jacqueline M. Donovan. Matthew Charles Duran. Kiera Simone Eason. Craig S. Eccles. Aaron Jordan Elam. Cody Daniel Elder. Chelsea D. Elkins. Sharika Shante Ellis. Juan G. Emerson. Lucy Christine Estes. Emily Marie Evans. Lauren Elizabeth Fabian. Juan Andrew Figueroa. Malia Elise Finch. Maggie Lou Flanagan. Bailey Ray Floyd. Brittany Lee Fly. James Heath Forge. Kylie Devon Forte. Mary Jane Fossler. Amanda Marie Foucher. Ebony Winter Brianna Janae Frazier. Ronald Keith Freeman II. Britta Nicole Fry. Karina Elizabeth Galeas. Laura Jean Gallagher. Deanna Garrett. Erica Lee Godin. Robert Eugene Gegner. Hannah Z. Getahun. Alyssa M. Gilbert. Jessica Nicole Gilchrist. Alicia K. Gillespie. Quantasia S. Gilliam. Mason Scott Goff. Karen Louise Golden. Bobby K. Golladay Jr. Dean William Gantz. Andrea Linda Grave de Peralta. Caitlin Marie Green. Andrea Page Green. Lauren Nicole Greer. Michelle Gresham. Katie Leanne Griffin. Casey Grooms. Heather Elise Haggard. Olivia Mackenzie Hall. Jadarius Omari Hamlin. Louis Blake Hamill. Danielle Hancock. Eric Zachary Hancock. Brent Allen Harden. Emily Kate Harris. Elena Mae Hawkinson. Raven K. Hayes. Chelsea Head. Victoria Sabrina Alexandria Head. Rachel Nicole Heath. Jerry Michael Henniger. Ashley Marie Henley. Claudevel Hernandez. Rachel Marie Heron. Anna Heshmati. Aisha Renee Hill. J. Vincent Hill. Jessica Leanne Hobbs. Garrick Mitchell Hawk. David Ray Hockenberry. Marvin Wayne Hodge. Tiffany Yvette Hogg. Catherine Eileen Holden. Nicholas Dominque Lee Holden. Carlos Maciel Holder Jr. Jacob Micah Holly. Emily Kate Hollowell. Aaron Lachey Holmes. Danielle Elizabeth Horn. Jahan Ariel Horton. Rebecca Lynn Huddleston. Lachey. Amber Lachey Hurst. Damon Scott Hutchison. Bianca Hutton. Jay Huang. Jessica Lee Hines. Evelyn E. Ickpey. Molly Jean Jackal. Stacy Elizabeth Janis. Mary Beth Frances Jensen. Amanda Mae Johnson. Blakely Kendall Johnson. Jade Marquise Johnson. Jessica S. Johnson. Leah Nicole Johnson. Lauren Elizabeth Johnston. Corandale Rosemary Jones. Jessica Nicole Jones. Kayla Ann Jones. Vaquencia Catrice Jordan. Patrick Kevin Justice. Destiny Michelle Kelly. Meredith Jean Kennedy. Jennifer Lynn Kettle. Zachary Aaron Kiefer. Scott E. Kimball. Austin C. King. Grayson Alexander King. Brittany Lynn Kitts. Marissa Dawn Clucka. Takedra Nicole Knox. Bethany Ann Kokoski. Kendrim Kolshi. Amanda Joy Chorus. Samantha Lansden. April Dawn Lawrence. Anitra Chanel Lee. Dolores L. Lee Rohr. Joshua Lewis Lester. Ashley Brooke Lewis. Rachel Kelly Lewis. Abigail Elizabeth Link. Krista Faith Link. Angelique Monique Lomax. Monique Lomax. Emily Nicole Lombardo. Carrie M. Long. Nedra Latrice Long. Harry Christopher Lovelace. Robert Anthony McIntyre. Brianna Marie Mahoney. Kendra Lene Malone. Nylan Don Manivan. Tarsia Lachelle Manu. Lauren Sherelle March. Meredith Kathleen Markham. Patricia Ann Marsh. Jasmine Janae Mason. Malia Danielle Matlock. Thomas Michael McCall, Jr. Samuel Gregory McCart. Ashley Patricia McEwen. Emily Ann McGinty. Kathleen Jane McKelly Havren. Shamez Jalay McMurray. Michael Ted McMurtry. Khadidra Michelle McNeely. Scott Randall McPherson. Jordan Christopher Mead. Ricardo Omelio Melian. Samantha Marie Mercer. Samantha Lynn Miller. Angela Michelle Minks. Hunter P. Mitchell. Brianna Rain Molitor. Kara Lee Moody. Kelsey Jordan Moody. Terry Lynn Moody. Janet Eandria Sinise Moore. Ashley Ann Moore. Xavier Demond Moore. Chelsea Sarah Morrison. Angela Lachey Moten. Kara Nicole Mowell. Angela Manji Moyo. Marcy Ann Mulliken. Heather Jeline Myers. Robert Jason Miles. Kevin D. Neal. Ronald Douglas Neely. Elizabeth Lynn Noakes. Erin Marie Nolan. Erica B. Nunnally. Blessing Ojanugwa Oruma. Jennifer Alexander Padron. Amanda Beth Osborne. Brittany D. Scott Taylor. Jenna Rose Osteen. Carrie Elizabeth Payton. Crystal Michelle Pallone. Hawk Pankratz. Abigail Mahalia Jane Underwood Paraizo. Melissa Maureen Parker. Krupa Rohit Patel. Jennifer Lynn Patterson. Laura Alyssa Peglo. Araceli Perez. Henry Peters III. William Nicholas Potier. Ana Maria Cortez Poveda. Lauren Kathleen Qualls. Reed Mitchell Quillen. Elliot Benjamin Ralston. Kendra Latrice Reed. Samantha Jean Reed. Joseph Parrish Reynolds. Shayla Nicole Reynolds. Diane Angeli Resendez. Dakota Kathleen Rhodes. Brian Craig Richardson. Megan Audrey Richter. Vivian Ruth Rivard. Jonathan Matthew Robinson. Keegan Tishan Robinson. Sarah Josephine Robinson. Emily Brooke Roddy. Douglas Wayne Rollins. Amanda Zielinski Rowan. Caitlin Marie Rusa. Taylor Ryan Rowland. Michael Adam Rufino. Michael T. Runyon. Jordan Joan Runyons. Rebecca Suzanne Sanborn. Benita Santiago Sanchez. Alice Sarton. Autumn Nicole Schultz. Rashida Deshay Scott. Elizabeth Marie Surface. Amber Lachey Severe Hunt. Charles Adrian Schaffer. Kenya Janae Shaw. Erica Suzanne Sill. Joy Ambrell Sims. Brittany Nicole Smith. Desiree Danielle Smith. Jessica Leanne Smithson. Susie Elaine Songer. Marcus Chevalier Southall. Julie Diane Spencer. Sarah Lauren Standridge. John A. Stanton Jr. Candace Blair Stotzel. William Elijah Stone. Tia Lynn Sullinger. Dara Elizabeth Sullivan. Shakora Arletha Danielle Sullivan. Sarah Ann Taglio. Megan Suzanne Tate. Lindsay Joe Talby. Dalen Brooke Taylor. Donna K. Taylor. Malcolm Clayton Taylor. Ashton Martin Thomas. Tara Elizabeth Thomas. David James Thompson. Rachel Spencer Tidwell. Jeremy R. Tisdale. Allison Elizabeth Dodd. Brittany June Tomlin. Kelly Claire Trest. Rebecca Caroline Tucker. Victoria Lauren Tucker. Eric Edwin Tupper. Isaac Omari Turner. Stephen Daniel Turner. Brenton Austin Tyring. Clark Culver Vanderpool. Jasmine Angelica Walker. Kayla Brooke Walker. Sheila A. Walker. Lacey Renee Walling. Delinar Latrice Washington. Jessica Sierra Washington. Jamie Michelle Waters. Vicki L. Weatherford. Carolyn Annette Webb. Kelly Marie Weber. Vecnetia Danchelle Wells. Heather Nicole West. Brittany Rebecca Wilhoit. Cameron Wilkins Aldridge. Jasmine Williams. Jessica Diane Willis. Michael Alexander Willis. Chantel Christine Wilson. Joseph Derek Wilson. Tanisha Evan Wilson. Nicholas Colt Winchester. Ruth Marie Wood. Caitlin Marie Woodward. Jonathan David Ray. Brittany Marie Wright. Jessica Wright. Timothy Ryan Yarbrough. Jihyun Yoon. Nicole Marie Eunice. Jesslyn Simone Young. Natalie Francine Isaias. Grace Helen Zimmerman.
The following students will be receiving degrees from the College of Liberal Arts. Jahan Sophie Abdullah. Renee Christine Adams. Derek Adam. Luis Miguel Alcocer. Michael Ryan Alexander. Michael Lewis Allen. Abdul Karim Al Said. Martina Anderson. John W. Angel. Stephanie Louise Bagnell. Emily Allison Bailey. Clifton Wade Barnett. Lauren Elizabeth Barnett Bueller. Justin Paul Barr. Owen Battles. Lauren Elizabeth Belk. Regina Michelle Bell. Jennifer Elizabeth Benetti Logney. Daniel Garion Berg. Brittany Elizabeth Bird. Hannah Danae Blackwell. Jared Mark Blanchett. Richard Sean Boland. Anna Bolin. Madeline Renee Bombardi Mount. Cremaine Arsenio Booker. Suzanne Voutsady.
It's Bowden, not Bowden.
Dana Charisse Bowden. Dalton Reed Bowersox. Clint Richard Boyd. Donnelly Kai Trauber Bragg. Shelby Lynn Bray. Casey Elise Brewer. Bethany Ann Bridges. Mahmoud Ahmed Burkhani. Landon Chase Briscoe. Mary Demore Brown. Victoria Mildred Buckner. Madeline Marie Burford. Jordan Drew Burgess. Elizabeth Kathleen Burton. Christopher Kane. Tyler Martin Caldwell. Caitlin Margaret Calvert. John Allen Campbell. Kendra Nicole Campbell. Ryan Patrick Kennedy. Anya Alicia Elizabeth Cardoso. Alyssa Nicole Caraway. Andrew Stephen Carroll. Thank you. Jordan Tyler Cassadine. Larry Cody Chandler. Alexander Michael Chisler. Mary Elizabeth Choate. Brandon W. Clements. Okay. Jaylene Danielle Tennant Clemens. Kyle Robert Commander. Josh Brian Conley. Jordan Emily Cook. Latasha Kasumi Cooper. Sean Philip Cornelius. Megan Michelle Cox. Mark McDonald Crawford III. Carrie Lynn Cunningham. Jason Cutler. Brittany Nicole Davis. Michael Devon DeHoff. Ashley M. Delk. Kyle William Dietrich. Okay. Abdujabbar Jabbar. Marissa Rayanne Duke. Spencer Phipps Duncan. Whitney Leah Duncan. Paul Dunn. Samira Durrani. Abram Ibrahim. Christian Jordan Epp. Jenny Ellen Epp. Alyssa Marie Ernie. Melissa Joanne Fellers. Kalina Susan Ferenczi. Robert Ernest Farrell. Adrienne M. Fessmeyer. Michael Elliott Finch. Alexander J. Ford. Autumn Alyssa Ford. Elise Nadine Freeman. Cora Lee Fry. Mark Edmund Fike, Jr. Joel Ross Gage. Lauren Mackenzie Gaines. Jenna Marie Garver. Lori Michelle Gaskins. Christina Lynn Gaza. Abby Rachel Gilliam. Chantel Ann Denorio. Skylar Elizabeth Gleaves. Destin Scott Goins. Corey Pauline Gower. Ashley Danielle Green. Autumn Celeste Green. Danielle Leanne Green. Constance Greaves. Stephen Lee Hale. Stephen Eugene Hamby. Matt Harder. Kaylin Ann Harmon. Gabriel Christopher Haar. Callie Shannon Harris. Pollard Anthony Hartley. Caleb Brown Hayes. Nicholas Charles Haynes. Tyler Augustus Hildreth. Amber Nicole Hill. Rebecca Ann Hill. Alicia Dawn Hillis. Dylan Thomas Hinton. Haley Lynn Horton. Thomas Lee Howick. Caitlin Maria Huckabee. Joseph Aubrey Huckleby. Tiffany Amanda Huey. Sarah Brooke Huffman. Morgan Brittany Hughes. David Lanier Hull. Caitlin Elizabeth Hupman. Abigail Rebecca Hindren. Jennifer Kathleen Eisenberg. Brittany Ann Jackson. Kimberly Joyce James. Travis Javar Jameson. Andrew Patrick James. Emmanuel Laga Johnson. Bridget Renee Jones. Emily Lynn Jones. Jason Kyle Jones Jr. Courtney Hope Jones. Samuel Kyle Kelly. Tyler Richard King. Jamie Elizabeth Kirkland. Robin Brenda Ritchie. Lisa Marie Kleinert. Drost Yassine Kokoy. Sarah Morgan Lambert. Andrew Cavender Lane. Stephen Lane. Nigel Dimitri Lang. Kevin Lattimore. Travis Ryan Layton. Crystal Mai Blia Lee. Rachel Michelle Lee. Charles David Limbaugh. Yi Lu. Michael T. Longstreth. Callie Arrington Lopeman. Olivia M. Love. Nicole Ann Lucas. Nelson Giuliano Madoloni. Megan Lee Maddox. Jasmine Marie Martin. Samantha Brooke Martin. Brandon Thais Mason. Hannah Malden. Inarde McAllister. William Calvin McCrae III. Kevin S. McDaniel. Elizabeth St. Clair McKenzie. Alexandra E. McNamara. Victor Hugo Mendoza. Elizabeth Seifert Merriam. Heather Marie Michelle. Alexandria Dashel Miklich. Justin Dean Miller. Mara Nicole Miller. Amanda Elizabeth Mills. Andrew Martin Mitchell. Danielle Christine Mitchell. Maureen Moeller. Gabrielle Christine Molina. Tyler D. Moore. Jenna Page Morris. Ashley Brooke Louise Morrow. Jennifer Nicole Morrow. Ashley Nicole Mosby. Marion L. Mosby. Lauren Elaine Moser. Taylor Christine Mundy. Alan Martin Murphy. Julie Marie Merle. Caitlin Jeanette Newman. Ann Carol Nicodemus. Timothy Neild. Christopher Allen Northcutt. Hadil Adrab Newman. Matthew Devon O'Brien. Elizabeth Alexandra Ocha. Fiorello O'Donovan. Catherine Elizabeth Ort. Angelia Carol Osborne. Angie Grace Park. Adriana Chelsea Parker. Marisol Patino. Natalie Christine Paul. Jessica Marie Paulson. Taylor Dale Payne. Michael Anthony Patrone. Paul Andrew Patterson. Rebecca Michelle Phelps. Edward M. Phillips, Jr. Richard Corbin Phillips. Devin J. Phipps. Philip Israel Perot. Amber Renee Pognasnik. Jonathan Von Rarick. Michael Joseph Reed. Shay Nicole Reed. Jefferson Antonio Rodriguez. Robert Allen Ross. Leonard Dustin Rovery. Ashley Dawn Rowland. Jennifer K. Russell. Ashley Eve Rabinski. Norman Rudolph Saliba. Thomas Ryan Schernmacher. Thank you. Jennifer J. Scott. Michael Brennan Scott. Davis Seal. Shannon Whitney Selby. Nicole Yvette Schaefer. Caitlin M. Shannon. Jane Ellen Sheets. Madeline Celeste Scheinfeld. Graham Hunter Shelton. Sheila Diane Shelton. Brooke Michelle Shipley. Monica Leslie Silvera. Loretta Ashley Simmons. Trevor Sittler. Audra Lee Slatterly. Cassia Nicole Smith. Jared K. Smith. Paige N. Songer. Mia Nicole Sorensen. Stacy Ann Souls. Mercedes LaShawn Spencer. Allison Ruth Stollard. Victoria Greer Stevens. Cynthia Faye Stetson. Pierce Tomoki Stevenson. Erica Lynn Stewart. Misty Renee Street. Jessica Renee Sullivan. Sadie Marie Swaney. Elena Marie Tabbitt. Ashley Lynn Taylor. Brendan Levi Taylor. Lindsay Alexandra Taylor. Jonathan Taylor Thibodeau. Catherine Elizabeth Thomas. Brenna Elizabeth Todd. Joseph Corey Trogber. Amanda Lee Triplett. Tyler A. Chumbos. Ida Marie Turner. Kristen Michelle Turner. Latoya Nicole Turner. Andrew Thomas Vance. Frederick Grant Van Ostall. Melody Miranda Vaughn. Julianne Elizabeth Ventress. Sarah Beth Wade. Fred Carlos Walker III. Tanner Brian Wallace. Brandy Nicole Waller. Stephanie Ann Walsh. Nicole Renee Ward. Allie Rochelle Winch. Tyler A. Whitaker. Bonnie Marie Williams. Andrew D. Willis. Jocelyn Yvette Wilson. Alina M. Wolf. Kevin Lee Wood. Christian Brooke Woodard Sweat. Kala Renee Wright. Alexandria Grace Yates.
The following students will be receiving degrees from the College of Mass Communication. Justin David Addis. John Ross Alderson. Alexandria Noel Allen. Kelly Rebecca Andrews. Kayla Mackenzie Armbrister. Colby Nicole Askew. Alexander Kramer Baldwin. Jeremy Lane Ball. Rachel Nicole Bardwell. Zachary Ray Barnhart. Catherine Ann Biter. Amanda Nicole Benge. Matthew Thomas Binford. Grace Eugenia Black. Taylor Norris Bloss. Grant Phillips Booth. Zachary Alexander Bosserman. Landon A. Bowen. Megan Elizabeth Bowen. Elizabeth Neal Brahan. Kristen Brissell. Bobby James Brooks. William A. Brown. Timothy Ryan Buckley. Joshua Allen Bergen Eaton. Richard Ryan Burke. Jackson Tyler Burke. Kyle Matthew Cato. Darby Danielle Campbell. Adam David Carmona. Mia Corin Chaput. Cody Matthew Chelius. Nicholas Edward Chenoweth. Crystal Marie Clark. Michael Allen Clark. Rontez DeQuan Clark. Mitchell Ray Claunch. Matthew Joseph Conrad. Edith Mariah Kressel. Zachary James Culp. Ashley Curtis. Hai An Ledin. Philip Doughty. Caitlin Beth Dura. Catherine Suzanne Ebersold. Victoria Lynn England. Christopher Lee Fennell. Devin Otis Fletcher. Monica Marlene Fufat. Alicia Franksman. Anne Marie Freeman. Jared Wayne French. Courtney Yvette Frierson. Bradley Robert Fugate. Meredith Elise Gallion. Drew Gardonia. Trisha Ellen G. Andrew Gentile. Nicholas Constantino Giorgio. Joseph Alexander Gibson. Ashley Lauren Giles. Jamie Nicole Glatt. Olivia Ann Golden. Marisol Gonzalez. Jordan Alexander Goss. Colby Todd Graham. Joshua Alexander Graham. Blythe Margaret Gray. Kelsey Renee Griffith. Derek Shane Griggs. Megan Rion Griggs. William Ernest Groans. Holden Mahoney Haddock. Matthew Edward Hagan. Jordan Marcus Hall. Savannah Elizabeth Hamlet. Sarah Christine Hanlon. Callan Ross Harmon. Stephen Joseph Hayes. Ashley Christina Helms. Taylor Hemphill. Mary Margaret S. Henrys. Kayla Higginbottom. Cara Lee Hill. Emily Catherine Hill. Sarah Rachel Hill. Jeremy Chad Heiss. Christina Derica Hogan. Nicholas Ryan Holt. Justin David Holtzclaw. Lenora Jane Horn. Robert James Hudson. Kalina Kristen Hutchins. Aaron Lamar Ingram. Jacqueline Nicole Ingram. Nader Issa. Crystal Gail Jackson. Andrew Philip James. Morgan Ruthie James. Chastity Delise Joyner. Molly Amber Jones. Robert M. Jones. David Christian Camp. David Alexander Hubbard. Mackenzie Kellerman. Caleb Christian Kelly. Noonan Nasib Khoury. Samuel Kimler. Kelsey Elise Klingenmeyer. Emily Patricia Kubis. Desiree Lynn Lafave. Paulo Justin L. Lansigan. Ivy Bria Lehman. Dylan McLean Lightnacker. Matthew Carl Lempert. Jonathan Lloyd. Kaylin T. Lockridge. Katie Christine Lovelace. Lawrence Edward Lunsford, Jr. Tamara Nicole Lunsford. Michael Joseph Lynch. Louis Anthony Magnotti IV. Andrea Lorena Mann. Taylor Reed Marchbanks. Alicia Nicole Matthews. Robert Allen Maynard. Anastasia Marie McCormick. Darnell Murray McCurdy II. Ryan Christopher McDermott. Nancy Catherine McInerney. Joshua David McCree. Adria Evane Meyer. Gabriel Guido Mendoza. Christopher Glenn Merchant. Jasmine Simone Merriweather. Haley Ray Miller. Jason Miller. Garrett S. Moore. Megan Danielle Moore. Amanda Lee Morey. Allison Murphy. Jeremy Cortez Nance. Tremaine Nicole Nixon. Shanae Renell Nolan. Deshaun Allen Oravets. Dylan Alexander Phillips. Bridget Marie Potts. Michelle Claire Potts. James Henry Powell. Jonathan Stacy Radford. Jessica Charisse Rayner. Sarah Elizabeth Rollerson. Megan Ruth Redman. Jake Madison Reed. Ryan Michael Rainborg. Megan S. Richmond. Brian Anthony Robertson. Ismael Rodriguez. Nicholas S. Rose. Mariah Shante Rosser. Lara Megan Razar. Alana Danae Rudd. David R. Sablodowski. William Daniel Sauls. Sarah Elizabeth Schubert. Ashley Jean Scott. Megan Susan Sedge. Mariah Lee Selich. Angie Claire Sellers. Corey James Sharp. Christopher Glenn Shepard, John Peter Sherrill, Matthew D. Short, Damon Michael Sierra, Robin L. Simpson, Anna D. Sisavad, Cassidy McLean Smith, Karina K. Salah, Joshua Alexander Smith, Joshua Kent Smith, Winton Javad St. Clair, Eric James Steedley, Chanel S. Stewart, Amy Patricia Stickel, Peter Robert Stormer, Brianna Nicole Sturm, Brittany Kaylin Sweeney, Matthew Alton Sykes, Corey James Shakowski, Nathaniel Grover Tadlock, Santea Fanta Taylor, Amanda Brooke Terranova, Lauren Elizabeth Tabado, Marquis Ravone Thompson, Jonathan Clayton Tipton, Corey Deshawn Todd, Lily Ann Van Cannon, Lance Frederick Eugene Wagner, Faith Danielle Walker, Julie Danette Wallace, Michael John Walter, Junyan Wang, Rachel Kristen Ward, Rachel Elaine Warwick, Michael Trent Watson II, Sarah Emily Watson, Nicholas John Welch, Daniel Adam West, Leanne Nicole Wilcher, Brian Andrew Williams, Mackenzie Williams, Bethany B. Wilson, J. Boyd Wolf, Philip James Wolf, Kenneth Donnell Warles Jr., Alex Stephen Warnell, Brian A. Young, Tara Lee Sulfagarbik,
The following students will be receiving degrees from the University College: Jason Mark Absher, Caitlin Rose Anderson, Sarah Taylor Anderson, Nikila Shantice Atchison, Derek Lane Baker, Rasad Adisagan Balon, Jovan Diablo Banks, Sean Douglas Bell, Matthew Lee Benedict, Lawrence Taylor Black, Jr. Thank you. Nikosha Ann Bonds, Lindsay Nicole Bonner, Lori LaPointe Bosselman, Rachel Elizabeth Brangenberg, Jeremy Renee Bryant, Raymond Cintron, Jose M. Castro, John Eric Copeland, Taylor Howard Coram, James Henry Covert, Markel H. Cox, Kendall A. Dangerfield, Jamie Lynn Long, Antonio Luis Diaz. Gerald Richard Dorsey. Janine Elizabeth Duncan. Corey Elizabeth Foster. James E. Gallman, Jr. Terrence Gerard Goodson. Shanae Alice Grissom. Kyle Griswood. Philip Evans Hale. Jessica K. Hartzell. Jessica Ray Hagan. Heather Henderson. Sydney Renee Hetzler. Anthony O. Hicks. Lauren Blair Higgins. David Ames Hill. Grant Hitchcock Hodges. Jennifer N. Hodges. Braxton Taylor Holloway. Marva Victoria Howard. Michaela Renee Hudson. James Kenneth Halsey. Shayla Janelle Humphreys. Colt Irvin. Rebecca Jackson. Crystal Bates Jones. Brandy Kalashek. Natalie Key. Andrew Joseph Kinzer. Jeremiah Randall Kirk. Kelly Michelle Kaiser. Marcus Knight. Alexander Glenn Kraft. Jennifer Michelle Linig. Aaron Lewis. Blake Aaron Longstreth. Kelsey Dawn Lurido. George Barrick Lunn. Shalshi Jocelyn March. Bruce A. Massey. Donald Jefferson Maynard Jr. Darian Clay Marvin McElwee. Kayla Danae McGee. Nancy Mae McNeil. Heather N. Middlebrooks. Marie Corvado Mobley. Cynthia Renita Morris. Kyle Leanne Mullen. Scarlett Lane Patterson. Carrie Alenina Paul. Kim Chi Pham. DeMichael Phillips. Joseph Hanley Polis. Juno Prudhomme. Kevin Pope. Diamond LaMonica Raynor. Haley Marie Powers. Jennifer Reed. Amelia Marie Kutzel. Norma Jean Smith Rich Creek. Stephen Roberts IV. Jennifer L. Rushing. Nicholas James Sanft. Aaron Shibley. Say your last name. Brittany Yvonne Scheigel. Brianna DeVell Scott. Courtney Shanae Scott. Cynthia Marie Scott. Kenneth Brian Scruggs. Samuel Seamster, Lily Lorraine Smith, Charles Hollis Sutherland, Diana Davis Stacy, Travis Tyshawn Stratton, Jontavius M. Sultan, Amy Maureen Schwartz, Justin O'Neill Tharp, Kajan Thomas, Howard Stephen Thompson, James Ryan Tidwell, Eric William Toms, William Errol Triplett, Juliana Marie Vecchio, Morgan Lee Walden, Joshua Walker, Denise Ann Walsh, Justin Ryan Wesson, Caitlin Page West, Arthur Frank Williams Jr., Monterio Allen Williams, Morgan Elizabeth Williams, Kendra Lanice Wilson, Amy Wong, Lee Thomas Woods, Adam Teague Yarber,
Let's have another round of applause for our amazing undergraduate students.
Please stand and join me in the singing of the alma mater led by a graduate student from our School of Music. Please remain standing. Finally, in recognition of your status as a degree recipient, graduates, please move your tassels from the right to the left side of your head. Congratulations. We request that the audience please remain standing until we retire the colors and the platform party and graduates have left the auditorium. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful afternoon.